wanted to explain this before the video goes any further. I'm going to talk this part through just because some of you guys don't understand what I'm doing. So what I'm doing right now is the stocking cap method. This unit, they did bleach the knots, but for some reason I just don't. I think they over bleached the knots, so I need to cover up as much space as I can with my color stocking cap. So basically what I'm using is the yellow Got2b glue along with my Aussie Instant Freeze hairspray. Now I ran out of the Got2b glue freezing blast spray or whatever, so I'm going to use this to hold the stocking cap down. I'm going to run the blow dryer through it for about 5 minutes and then reapply another layer and then cut the edges off. Now I do have a video on this, guys, so I'll link it up here for you guys, but in order for me to get this wig correct, I'm going to have to glue this down stocking cap method and then slay the hell out of this. So guys, if you want to see how it ends up looking, stay tuned and keep on watching. Alright guys, so I'm back. So I basically beat my face up, and what I'm gonna do now, guys, is I'm going to tweeze this wig. Now you guys can see the hairline. The hairline, you can see where they kind of bleached it, and I don't think the bleach job is that good. So it's a little bit too light, and in some parts it came out, they over bleached it a little bit. So I'm going to take the baby hairs out, and you guys always ask me how to get the baby hair so thin. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how much baby hair I take out of this so that you guys can see. I don't take a lot because I don't like a lot. So I'm only going to take like a little bit. Like just enough baby hair to cover up any errors. So I'll just take this much baby hair out the front. And what I'm going to do is actually tweeze this, guys, because I need to see more scalpage right here. There's not enough scalpage in that area, so that's what I need to do. So I'm just going to pull like this much out right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to tweeze the front up. Now the front, when I say tweeze, guys, I'm going to use my tweezers and kind of really get in there and pull the hairs out. So I don't have a method to this. I just do it and just see what it looks like after I get as much hair as I can out. I even go as far as the back to kind of tweeze more out of the back because I just don't want it to be too bulky in the front. Go in with my scissors and just cut the baby hairs a little bit. Like I said, I didn't do like huge baby hair, I did thin baby hair, so I'm just gonna cut like a little bit. And sometimes I cut mine long, sometimes I cut mine short. I'm gonna go a little short this time just because I don't want it to be a distraction for the hairstyle. Now this wig was already pre-parted, guys, so I'm gonna leave the part the way it was and just jazz it up a little bit just because I feel like with the lace that's on this wig, they didn't give you like a whole bunch of lace, so I don't want to overdo it a little bit with the parting. So I'm just gonna leave it the way it came, and I'm just going to jazz the hair up, guys. So I'm just cutting the baby hairs around the perimeter. Like I said, I do really light baby hairs because I don't want it to look unnatural. So I'm doing light baby hairs, and then obviously I cut the little side tab part right here really kind of seemingly short so that I get that kind of look, if you know what I mean. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to wear this hair just like down. So now you guys can see where I kind of tweezed it at. So this is a tweeze line now. But you guys see what I'm talking about when it comes to the bleaching part? It's a little too light. Like it looks a little bit too much. It looks like they bleached it too much. So what I'm going to do is get my powder. I'm going to put the powder on this bad boy. Oh, did I forget some hair? Yes, I did. So I'm going to get a little bit of powder, and I'm going to apply some powder on, and then I don't even need to clean the edges up this time because it's really not that messy. And I use the yellow Got To Be glue, guys. So it's not that messy. Just this part needs to be cleaned up right here. So I'm going to go get my powder, get my brush, do my baby hairs, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys. So I got my handy dandy toothbrush. Like, I just get a regular toothbrush and I just make it into my baby hair brush. And this one is dingy, so I'm probably going to have to buy a new one. So I'm going to use the Got To Be glue yellow. You guys always ask me. So I'm using the yellow one because I can't find my mini black one. I usually like the black one when it comes to styling the sides and stuff like that, just because it's not too flaky. I feel like the yellow one is flakier, but the yellow one definitely adheres better. People have been asking me to do reviews on wig tape, Gorilla Snot, and I don't know what the other ones are, but can you link them down below for me so I can start getting those videos in formation? I'm going to do another start to finish with a different type of glue and slay it too and do like a full style. I'm thinking about doing more cutting in my videos, so like cutting the hair. I've been trying to practice lately on cutting bobs and stuff like that and doing like bowl cuts and things like that, and I tested one out last night and it came out good. So if you guys want me to do another video when I do like a start to finish, talk through, and then even style the hair, color the hair, and then show you guys the ending result, I can do that. I actually enjoy doing those videos, guys, because when the hair comes out at the end and it's just like perfect, I am so happy. So I definitely have a custom wig that I'm going to create, and I'm going to color it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to put that video up, and I hope you guys like it. It's just going to be so exciting. So let me just do this, okay? And my eyes are creasing. How is that possible if I put a primer on? Whatever. So I'm just going to put it the baby hairs. I don't really like need to do too much. Like, I'm just going to like grab a few, twirl it a little bit, one twirl. Sometimes I like do like a short twirl in the front right here, and like a little long twirl. I just do it, and then what I'm gonna do, if you guys watch me enough, I put my headscarf on for like 5 minutes, like not even 5 minutes, for like 20 minutes, and then go about my business, and then I come back and break the cast. When I'm saying break the cast, when the Got To Be glue sticks on your hair, it makes it kind of hard. It leaves like a hard little look on it. So I leave the look on there for like 10-20 minutes, and then when I take the headscarf off, I break the cast. So therefore it's not as hard looking, gel like looking. So I'll leave the headscarf on for 20 minutes to kind of build the style, because if you put the Got To Be glue on it like this, it'll keep the pattern. Once you take the headscarf on, it'll break the pattern, but it'll still have that wave, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. So I'm just going to gel these down a little bit to get me some little swivels and stuff like that. I'll leave the sides alone. I don't really touch those too much just because it's just doing too much when you do all that stuff. So I'm going to, I think that's good enough, right? This one might be a little bit too long. So I'm going to, let's see. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so that's good. So I'm going to put the headscarf on now, guys, and leave it for like 20 minutes. I'm going to take it off, break the cast, put the powder on, and then style this unit on camera for you guys. I'm going to do a cute little style with it. The highlights on this wig are a freaking one, guys. I cannot wait for the finish. All right, guys, so I took the headscarf off, and this is, like I said, you'll see how hard the Got To Be glue is. So I'm just going to take my comb, and I'm just going to flake it off. And you know how flaky Got To Be glue is, so I'm gonna flake it off a little bit. Like, some of them I will and some of them I won't. Like this one I will, okay, just so I can have more of like not that kind of like too perfectly gelled look. So I just kind of move them a little bit so that they're not so perfect. Alright, and this one seems a little crusty, but what we're going to do is put some argan oil on it. So I'm going to get some argan oil. Alright, so I just kind of displaced them a little bit so they're not so stiff. Because when it's stiff, it just doesn't look good. And you can see that this one is flaky. So I'm going to put argan oil on it just to mask the flakiness. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics contour palette. So this is, yeah, BH Cosmetics contour palette. I believe this is the number 2, which is the darkest one. If you're gonna get this one, just get the darkest one. I already told you guys, do not go out and buy this. You can just use any type of face powder. My regular foundation face powder is the Maybelline Fit Me, so I use this one. I would just say you can use that, but I already had this, so I just used it for my wigs. But it's obviously almost ready for its like death, like it's almost done. I knocked out so many of these already. So I'm gonna use this one right here and this one mixed together. There's not a method to it, just kind of like go for it. So I'm gonna mix those two together and I'm gonna apply it in the spots that need to be, you know, colored basically. And see, that's already too light, so I'm just gonna go in with a darker shade. You just have to play around with it when you're doing it because it's not always gonna come out super duper perfect. So I'm just going to play around with it to get my color. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to use some of the darker colors too, just to kind of really bring it in. And I know sometimes people be like, oh, are you putting the powder in your hair? Hair powder on hair, doesn't even matter. I try not to get it on the hair as much, but I really try to get it into the parting space. So to make it look a little bit more realistic, because when you get into the hair, I mean, it's really not helping. So yeah, and this is, see, the color that I'm applying on my head is blending with me and not so much of this kind of, it's like weird, I don't know. On camera, I'm not using a filter. I've said this before in my video, I'm not using a filter on this camera. This is just the way it is. Ever since I got the camera, I have not fixed it, so I don't know where these insinuations are coming from. People are insisting that I'm doing that, and I don't make shit up. So it looks like it's a good job with the bleach, but I'm telling you guys straight from what I can see, the bleach job was a little too much for me. And maybe it's because I don't have experience bleaching hair, so maybe I'm just not used to seeing bleach knots. So maybe that's what it is. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. You guys tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think it looks pretty good? So yeah, so I basically apply the powder everywhere. You guys can see how natural that looks now. You really want to make sure you get that air tab, because the air tab for me is like a nightmare. But for some reason I was able to get the air tabs this time around. The air tabs actually landed pretty good. So I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, this wig fits like a 10. It did come with an adjustable strap, as you guys saw in the beginning, so it was pretty simple to put this on. So yeah, so that's the powder job, guys. Wow, 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 that looks good. Wow, wow, oh my god, no, I'm not even joking, bro. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna get my curling wand, I'm gonna style, I'm gonna fast forward it, and then I'll come back to you guys with the ending result. Guys, so I'm back and it's actually day 5 since I'm coming back to review this for you guys. So I wanted to kind of wear the wig for a few days before I came and give you guys like a definitive review. So I am trying something new on my channel, so I hope you guys appreciate this and kind of go with this one. So this unit is from Hairvivi.com, guys. So it's their kind of like highlighted bob lob style unit. Now I did glue this one down with the Got To Be glue method, and I kind of did like a little step-by-step so you guys can hear everything. And this is the finish, start to finish. So this is the finish, so you guys know exactly how I feel. Now, as far as the Got To Be glue, guys, I glued this down on, I believe it was, let's see, I believe I glued this down on a Friday. So today is Tuesday when I'm recording this, and you guys will see this wig Wednesday. So this is Tuesday now that I'm showing, so that's about 5 days, and it's just now lifting with the Got To Be glue. So I use the yellow Got To Be glue, guys. That's the one I always use when I'm gluing my units down. And it lasts about 4 or 5 days. I do have some lifting on the sides right here, and I can actually snatch it off if I want to, but I don't want to hurt myself, so I'm not going to. So as far as gluing goes, 4 to 5 days will get you a good hold. I didn't take this off, so obviously it stayed on my head. I just used my headscarf to tie down the front, and that was that. Now, as far as styling, guys, you guys saw me do curl wand set on this baby on Friday. So I didn't bring my curl wand when I was away this weekend, my curling wand when I was away this weekend, so the curl wand set lasted. I actually just before I came to record this, just refreshened it a little bit, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. The entire weekend when I was wearing this hair, it was absolutely fabulous. Like, I had no issues with it whatsoever. I didn't bring any styling products with it, no oils or anything like that, because it didn't need it. I'm gonna say that this hair definitely has a life of its own, so I kind of felt like when I was styling it a certain way, it would try to do something different on me. And I'm like, yo, stay still. Like, what are you doing? So I definitely felt like it was trying to do other stuff when I didn't want it to do other stuff. So that was a little annoying. I did have a lot of trouble with the actual wig itself. This is a lace front wig, guys. Like, if I didn't mention that in the beginning, it's a lace front. So you only get a little bit of lace in the front, about 2 inches on the sides and 3 right down the middle. When they kind of do it like that, they don't extend the sides out, which is kind of weird, but if you know what I mean, leave your comment down below. So with this one, guys, they bleached it and I just do not like it. I just like the bleaching process, guys. I kind of feel like if you're a company and you don't have like the skills to bleach, just let the buyer do it. Like, I don't even know how to bleach, guys, but I know when something's not bleached all the way right. I just honestly feel like this is even putting powder on it, I had a difficult time. Like, in the beginning when I recorded the video, it looked good, but I don't know, I kept, like, this entire week, I kept looking at myself like, God, don't be one of those people walking around with the lace looking kind of funny. Don't be that girl. So I just have like this nervous thing about me, and I just kept looking at like, yo, something's not right about this. So I definitely feel like it's been a little bit over processed. You guys can let me know. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not like the super magic genius when it comes to bleaching. I've never featured a bleached wig on my channel. I've never done a video on it, so this is my first time. But I just feel like the bleaching process on this one just did not take off like a rocket ship. It just didn't go. So like I said, I would prefer if the company's just not bleach it for me. Let me do my own job. Let me figure it out by myself, or let me just rock with the things I know and the things I'm comfortable with. So bleaching process for this one is a no for me. I would say if I purchase this wig, tell them not to even put the bleach on it. Just do it by yourself. Other than that, guys, I do like the color. The color is very, very fun. One thing I want to point out to you guys, it's kind of weird because the root of the hair is dark and then it comes down into this like chocolate brown ombre. It almost threw me off a little bit, guys, just because it's supposed to be a highlighted wig. Why are we doing ombre and highlight together? It's like balayage mix, but the bottom color doesn't even match the highlight color, so why to do that? I don't know. But when you style it up and you put the earrings on and makeup popping, it just all comes in so nice. So it's kind of like, how can you not like it? So they did do a lot of highlights emphasized in the front area right here. There is a little bit of a highlight right here, but it's like at the weirdest spot, which is like right here. And like I said, that whole ombre chocolate, like number 6 color, just kind of throws me off. So I just kind of tucked this part back behind my ear. But you guys can see how nice curl wand set was done on this side. I never could really get the tip of the hair to actually stay because I'm always trying to flatten it out. But I did use my Aussie Instant Freeze hairspray just to kind of touch it up a little bit to keep it refined. But you guys can see there's highlights in some sections back here as well too. But like I said, I feel like most of the highlight emphasis was towards the front. And yeah, but I do like this overall, guys. If it's a wig that I didn't even check the price, to be honest with you guys, but if it's listed like over $300 or over $250, I kind of feel like they're just extending too much, because you didn't need the bleach knots, you didn't need all that. I think the color job is great. I think they did a really good job with the color. It's very natural. Like I said, I just wish that there was more coloring on this to kind of give it more of a like cool, fun look. It's just not enough color in the front, like around it. The color in the front kind of reminds me of a custom wig I made, so it's kind of like I could have did this by myself. But I do like it. The length is perfect, guys, and you guys know I always curl and then straighten at the ends because I like that kind of fun choppy look. But yeah, but other than that, the hairline for me, I just don't like the bleach area. I don't feel like it was done well, but you guys can let me know down below if you guys think it was done well. I'm not really good at stuff like that, so I don't know that part so, you know, that much, but this is a learning channel, so I had to come and do my best. So guys, I will leave all the information down below, including coupon codes and anything else you guys want to know. Do not forget, guys, to thumbs up this video, leave your comments down below, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family people. And I will catch you guys in a later one. Bye.